The Last Unicorn.
High above the valley, the quiet village of Oakhaven prepares for the Autumn Lantern Festival. Mateo carefully shapes a wooden lantern, hoping to honor the old legends his grandfather shared. Deep inside the misty forest, an unexpected soft light flickers behind the ancient oak trees, signaling that some legends might still be real. Lyra joins Mateo at the edge of the woods, holding a worn map covered in handwritten notes. The elders always warned everyone never to enter the forest after dusk, but the mysterious golden light grows stronger. Driven by curiosity and hope, the two friends take their first brave steps into the shadows together. Deep inside the clearing, a small creature steps out from behind a mossy rock. It is a unicorn named Lumis, with pearl-white fur and a horn glowing like candlelight. Mateo steps back gently, realizing this timid creature is the very last of its kind, needing protection rather than fear. Lumis steps closer, gently touching his glowing horn to Mateo's palm. A warm wave of light ripples through the grass around them, turning forgotten forest leaves into sparkling blossoms. Lyra pulls out a handful of sweet, dried apples from her satchel, offering them to the hungry unicorn, who eats with quiet gratitude. The trio reaches the rushing waters of the Whispering River. The old wooden footbridge has long dissolved into moss, blocking their path deeper into the valley. Lumis steps into the shallow water, and wherever his hooves touch, sturdy stepping stones made of polished white river rock rise smoothly above the tide. Night settles deep over the mountain woods. Sheltered inside a hollow beneath a massive pine, Mateo works on finishing his lantern while Lyra shares stories of past festivals. Lumis rests his head peacefully across Mateo's knees, his glowing horn casting a soft, cozy light that keeps the chilly night winds away. At sunrise, the trail leads toward the rocky, echoing caverns. Cold morning fog clings to the stone archway, making Lumis shrink back in fear. Lyra gently places her hand on Lumis's side to comfort him, while Mateo lights his wooden lantern with a spark, casting a warm, amber glow that softens the dark shadows ahead. Inside the cavern, giant quartz crystals hang from the stone ceiling like frozen tears. As Lumis walks beneath them, his golden horn vibrates softly, causing the crystals to chime with musical harmony. The cave fills with thousands of dancing rainbow reflections, painting a breathtaking map of light across the damp stone walls. The cave pathway ends at the shore of a quiet, subterranean lake. Across the mirror-like water stands an ancient stone shrine surrounded by faded golden carvings. Lumis steps toward the water, lowering his horn to touch the dark surface, sending glowing ripples outward that illuminate hidden stepping stones leading straight to the island shrine. On the small island, the ancient shrine holds ancient carvings telling the forgotten history of Lumis's ancestors. The drawings show that the unicorn's glowing horn restores life to fading nature. Mateo and Lyra realize that Lumis did not come to hide in the dark cave, but to find the bravery needed to heal the dying valley above. Stepping out of the cavern, the trio reaches the high mountain ridge overlooking the entire Oakhaven Valley. Below them, a gray blight creeps across the autumn trees, wilting leaves and dimming the valley's bright colors. Lumis gazes down at the fading forest, his ears drooping as he feels the heavy weight of his purpose. Seeing the unicorn lose heart, Mateo gently kneels beside Lumis and rests a hand on his pearl-white neck. He explains how the village children make lanterns every autumn to remember the forest's magic. Inspired by Mateo's honest words and friendship, Lumis looks up, his warm eyes rekindling with renewed courage and bright golden light. The three friends make their way down the rugged mountain path toward the valley. Along the trail, the creeping gray blight grows stronger, turning green ferns into dusty ash. Lumis steps forward bravely, pressing his glowing horn against a withered sapling. A sudden pulse of golden light surges through the soil, restoring vibrant green leaves instantly. At the entrance of Oakhaven, villagers gather in fear near the fading town square. Elder Silas steps forward from the crowd, his eyes wide with astonishment as he recognizes the legendary unicorn. Seeing the children's handmade lanterns, Lumis bows his head in respect, signaling that the village's light can help heal the forest. Elder Silas encourages the villagers to gather around the central plaza with their autumn festival lanterns. Mateo places his own carved willow lantern at the center of the town square. Lumis walks slowly around the circle, touching his horn to every paper frame, igniting each one with a bright, magical golden flame. As all the lanterns light up, a golden beam shoots high into the night sky. The light spreads out like a protective canopy over Oakhaven, gently descending onto the gray, withered forest beyond. Lumis lets out a soft, joyful call as the dark blight dissolves, leaving vibrant green leaves and blooming wild blossoms in its wake. The entire valley comes back to life, filled with warm light and fresh forest breeze. The villagers cheer softly, holding their glowing lanterns high in gratitude. Elder Silas places a comforting hand on Mateo's shoulder, thanking the young lantern maker for having the courage to venture into the unknown and bring hope back to their home. With the valley saved and thriving once more, Lumis walks Mateo and Lyra back to the forest edge. The brave little unicorn touches his glowing horn to Mateo's wooden lantern frame one last time, permanently sealing a tiny spark of golden light inside it as a timeless gift of their deep bond. As dawn softly breaks over Oakhaven, Lumis takes a few gentle steps back toward the deep, whispering woods. He turns to look at Mateo and Lyra one last time, offering a graceful nod of farewell. Though the last unicorn must return to his forest sanctuary, the deep bond of friendship they shared will forever illuminate the valley. Every autumn, from that day on, the people of Oakhaven gather for the Lantern Festival with joyful hearts. Mateo's glowing willow lantern hangs high in the village square as a symbol of hope and courage. Deep within the woods, a warm spark of golden light answers from afar, proving that true magic never really leaves home.